welcome to Awaken Health Pod. My name is Jennifer Grogan, Integrative Health Coach with Greenleaf Wellness in Central Illinois. And with me today is my partner in health, Shanna Scordel, Integrative Health Coach with Inspire Wellness for You, all the way in Arizona. Hey, Shanna, how are you?
Good, Jen. Good morning. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm kind of tired today.
Oh, it happens. It's Monday morning.
Exactly. The week before Christmas, so that's exciting.
It is very exciting, and let the tiredness begin because I think I still have a lot to do.
So, do you want to talk about what topic we're going to have today?
Yes, I'm so excited. We're going to talk a little bit about vitamins and just share some information that we've learned ourselves between Jen and I. Again, we're not doctors. We don't know if you have allergic reactions. We haven't seen your blood work. However, we're just simply sharing all of our favorite information that we've collected over time, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, what is your favorite vitamin, Jen? Let's just start there.
Well, there's two that I'm doing currently. One is the vitamin D3 for muscle strength, for my bones, anti-inflammatory, and immune system builder. And the other one is turmeric. Turmeric also is anti-inflammatory, improves the mood and cognitive function. So I put turmeric in everything. Then I take a melatonin or the tongue vitamin D3. I'm a sun person, so being in Illinois, it's wintertime, so I don't get out. And so just to kind of keep me from feeling sluggish, I kind of added the vitamin D3 into my daily routine. So I feel pretty good. Inflammation, I can tell, has gone down a lot. So I give credit to the two working together.
That's fantastic. How many IUs of the vitamin D3 are you taking a day?
I want to say it's a pretty high one because I was kind of shocked when I read the bottle, but I can tell a difference. I think it's around, and I'd have to double check, but I think it's around 5,000.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, and it's like you said, this time of the year you're not getting much exposure, so it's a really good time to supplement.
Uh-huh.
It's so interesting. Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Well, there's so much misconception with vitamin D. And I mean, we live in like Havasu City, and so many people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm good there. I'm covered. I'm in the sun all the time." But then it's pretty often where people will get their lab work and they're deficient, and there's a few different reasons for that. Um, One of them commonly is because of the SAD diet, the standard American diet, causes a lot of deficiencies and kind of interrupts the assimilation of vitamin absorbency within the body. But interesting fact is, I don't know if you're aware of this, but people who know me have probably heard me say this so many times, but when your skin needs to be exposed to the sun, number one, and then number two, it actually, my readings were that it takes 24 hours for the vitamin D to be absorbed through your skin. That's how long it takes to process the vitamin. And so if people are showering every day, or like my husband showers twice a day, they're washing it off before it's fully processed and fully absorbed in the skin. And recent studies are actually showing that for optimal vitamins from the sun through the skin, it's up to 48 hours. So, that's another reason why we're more deficient than we would seem to believe, because we're washing it off before it gets, a chance to be fully absorbed in the body. Isn't that interesting?
It is very interesting. It's also interesting because I used to, bid on the tanning, and I remember being educated for you could get in a tanning bed, and I know some people are like, oh, she tan. Well, I don't go maybe 5-6 minutes. I'm very fair skinned, so they were always saying don't shower 2 hours past tanning because you stop the effects of it working on your skin. So it kind of goes in the same as the sun, absorbing everything. So yeah, so anytime it would be raining outside, I'm like, can't go tan today because I'm going to fade.
Yeah.
That's when I was younger and dumber, and at the time, it's like, oh, I'm young, dumb, and I just want to be tanned. But it's just kind of one of those things, It's like, oh, I can't get wet today.
Oh my gosh, right? The
But I
things that
feel
we
real
deal
better,
with.
and I can take care of my skin. So,
Good
yeah.
for you. Yeah, I'm so glad you take that. You mentioned some really good points about it helping the vitamin D with immunity, and it also helps balance out your hormones. For men, it helps build testosterone. However, it works in such a balanced way that it's not going to boost the testosterone in women. It has a way of just naturally balancing out women's hormones, naturally balancing out men's hormones, most importantly, testosterone, increasing it naturally. And immune system, like you said, helps prevent against cancers and mood. Vitamin D is huge with mood. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
So,
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever get asked the question of how do I know if I should take a vitamin? So I know there's some signs that you can look for and watch for. Just be aware of your body, but like chronic fatigue, brain fog, maybe some hair loss, like you said, the hormones, so like your thyroid condition, high stress lifestyle, digestive issues, and stuff like that. And if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, it's important to keep up with your B complex. So do recommend taking that. But there's just some things that you can, watch for in your own self to think, well, maybe I need this. But a lot of people are like, well, aren't I getting enough from my foods? If you're eating plant-based and you feel like you're getting a lot of the protein from the beans and stuff, there again, I still recommend the B complex, especially if you're not getting a lot of meat intake.
I really like the Mega B Stress. It's got the vitamins B1, B2, and B3, which is thiamine and niacin. And it's a bit of a complex, but I do like that one by, I think Solar Ray might be the brand.
So, in like your living conditions, like the cold climates, if you're not getting enough sleep, there's different things that you can take to help build yourself up in those areas. So, like magnesium, I know you really like magnesium. Do you want to explain a little bit about that one?
I do. Let me just revert back to the vitamin D just real quick. Also, a couple more signs is if you're sick all the time, and then if a lot of people will work the night shift and then they're sleeping during the day. So that's a good indicator that you might be deficient in it. And again, just see your doctor or your homeopath and get some blood work ran, see where you're at. Ideal vitamin D levels, I believe, are about 90, 70 to 90. The 90 range is ideal. Most people are deficient and they can kind of boost up for a while before they get there and then maybe take their IUs down a little bit. But I love Frunutta. Dr. Ali Alavi out of Fullerton, California. He is the leader behind this line. And it's an amazing product. It's a pure sublingual. So there's other vitamins that you can have as a sublingual. And he does have vitamin D in 200 IU for the kids, which depending on your kids' ages, I'll give my kids. Some will get 200, one kid will get 400, another kid will get 600 IU. And they've got 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. So you just put it straight under the tongue. It dissolves in about 40 seconds. And it goes straight to your bloodstream as a sublingual does. And so the benefits to this is it's small. It dissolves quickly. People have problems swallowing, whether they're children or elderly or have autism, which is why this line was created. Also, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But the vitamin D is really good. The pure sublingual is really good. There's other products on the line. And yeah, you wanted to talk about magnesium?
Well, I know that's another one of your favorites. So
I like magnesium because similar to the vitamin D, it can help with irritability and hormones. It helps with when people have restless leg syndrome at night, which bothers their sleep. Magnesium helps promote better sleep. It helps promote better digestion. And it's recommended to have about 400 milligrams a day. Again, check your lab, see where you're at, see how you're feeling, see what works for you. I don't recommend starting out because people will buy, these supplements and they're very good for you and they're not cheap either on the wallet. And it's just best, to do your own research or get guidance or call Generi and we could help you because you don't want to spend so much money and then have the wrong milligram and you're not getting the proper dosage. And so it's better to take it at night. It doesn't make you drowsy, but it does promote better sleep. So I like to have a morning routine of vitamins and then an evening routine of vitamins. And I just would suggest personally to take the magnesium in the evening. Or if you're having a day where you're kind of on edge or irritable or highly stressed out, it's a calmer. Just like our carbs, our whole grains, they're calming food. So the magnesium is a calmer. And I like that one. I think it helps a lot, and it's an important electrolyte.
Very good. And I know you can also get the leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, dark chocolate's good for you to get the magnesium, spinach, pumpkin seed, the black beans, have really high in magnesium as well. So add those to your diet.
What I do recommend to my clients first is when we do talk about vitamins, magnesium, vitamin B, B1, B3, I always show them a food list first. I always print them out. Here's a list of foods that are high in this vitamin. Here's a food, list that are high in this vitamin. Pick and choose what works for you because vitamin B1 and 2 help naturally increase serotonin, which is your happy hormone. And if you're finding foods that are higher in this vitamin, naturally your serotonin's going to boost, your happiness, your hormones, everything will get in a little bit better of a balance. And this is better than like the alternative where in the modern world, everyone's taking like some type of medication or prescription or Xanax or whatever because of anxiety and anxiousness and so on and so forth. If I read this correctly a while back, I remember anytime your serotonin is naturally being boosted, melatonin and tryptophan come along with that. So if your foods are naturally increasing your serotonin to help you be more happy, then your foods are also naturally increasing your melatonin, which helps you stay asleep longer, sleep deeper, sleep better, and your tryptophan to have you be more calm and relaxed and that sort of thing. So anytime people are still feeling they need that extra, they need the supplement, I like them to do, like I said, the Mega B Stress or the vitamins B1 and B2 in, good dosages. That way, they're balancing those serotonin, melatonin, tryptophan.
Very nice.
Yeah. Now, when you were saying you take the turmeric, have you tried it fresh?
I just found some capsules at our local all-natural pharmacy. So I'm thinking about going and getting some of those and trying it. But I do a lot of the teas, turmeric teas,
Yeah.
The powder, mix it with the pepper and other seasonings. I put it in everything. I drink it with hot water and some honey too. So I can definitely tell a difference since I've been using it because I know it sounds crazy. I breathe better.
I believe that.
Do what?
I believe that, absolutely.
So the airways are completely open. I always ask my husband, like, do you feel like you're breathing better since I've been putting it in the food? He's like, well, let me think about that one. So, but yeah, the inflammation, like I said, another recording of a podcast that a knee injury. And so it's really helping reduce some of the inflammation and pain in that to where I can start doing more workout routines better than when I was hurting. So I really like the turmeric.
That's fantastic.
So, but yeah, and I know another area would be fish oils. My husband does take fish oils. I'm thinking about introducing that one into my routine of vitamins. The take a fish oil?
Um, I do. What's interesting is it used to be one of my everyday, one of my favorites. I tried the Norwegian cod liver oil, and I've tried it in liquid and capsule. Then I didn't take it as often, just because in my current health at the time, I let other vitamins just take seniority. However, we've recently been taking the wild fish oil, is the name of it, and we're really happy with the quality and the brand, similar to the Norwegian. And we've been taking it, and it also helps, believe it or not, with bloating and digestion. So anytime you're like feeling really full and bloated, if you do a mixture of the vitamin D, magnesium, omega 3, um, and then of course your probiotic, it helps with getting the bloating down. And I've been taking it again because it's good for your skin. And if you're I get burnt out on cooking fish, so I'll cook it a lot and we'll eat it a lot, kind of like avocados. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, that's enough. I just can't do that anymore for a while. And so, then I'm getting less of it naturally through food. So then I like to supplement with it.
Because I know it's a really good support for cardiovascular, your joints, vision. Um, like you said, it's good for the skin. It's also good for the hair and the nails. So, and inflammation. So I don't know. I think everyone should go an anti-inflammatory diet because just to keep the chronic diseases down, keep the sugars away and just focusing on keeping the body healthy and pain free. So
Absolutely. And if anybody wants any tips on that, you can just Google anti-inflammatory diet and then see what foods are used in that. This is very common for people with autoimmune diseases as well. And then you can just kind of play around with them and see what makes you feel better and what is giving you the biggest benefit. And I love it. I totally agree with you.
now I do have a friend that's taken the MCT oils, which is a medium chain triglyceride oil. Do you play around with that one?
We do have it. I'm not big on caffeine and coffee, but we would actually put it in coffee once in a while, the MCT oil, or in the smoothies and protein drinks. And I do. I think that it's very beneficial. I think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's another superfood.
I know another one would be powdered greens. That's good for your digestion, so it would go with a probiotic as well. Your immunity, like your gut, and so it's got everything in there that you need too. So there's a lot of different things people can take, just depending on what they're looking for. If they're not sleeping, miss the sun. There's anti-aging ones. There's immunity boosting ones. So feeling low,
Right?
no
Yeah.
energy. There's always something that you can be taking to help enhance the feel good.
Absolutely. You're talking about energy and vitamin B12. Most people, they hear this vitamin and they definitely think, oh yeah, I have to take that because I need more energy, or I had to get B12 shots because my blood, lab work said so. Well, believe it or not, vitamin B12 also helps with speeding up your metabolism, similar to vitamin D. It helps with maintaining weight loss, the B12 does. It helps your immune system as well. And it's so exciting for me when I learn how there's so many benefits to each vitamin and mineral and nutrient, and it's amazing.
So for the listeners out there that don't take any vitamins at all, and you're wondering what should I do because I'm thinking about doing, I don't know what route to take. You can always start with the multivitamin, work your way into the vitamin D3, maybe add some fish oils, and then definitely go with the probiotic.
Absolutely.
Because you want to keep the gut strong, that it's a second brain. So what you put in your body affects the gut, which affects the brain and how you feel overall. So you could start with the 4 and then just monitor how your body's feeling with that. If you feel great, if you still feel like you're missing something, always look at the food you're eating and then go from there as a guide. What am I missing? Am I not getting enough protein in my diet? And just be really mindful. Too much sugar, I'm feeling fatigued. Let's take the sugar out. Okay, now I got my energy back. So there's a lot of ways that you can look at your body and how it's feeling.
Yeah, and I know there's some people out there who they take their regular regimen and that keeps them in balance and they're very happy with that. For me, I like to read my body and be mindful, and I like to take. I have a whole ton of supplements, but I take the ones that I think I'm going to be needing, or as like a recovery after indulging, if we go to a buffet or too many holidays in a row, to, debloat or help with digestion or help with mood if it's hormonal in certain times of month. If I haven't slept as great, I like to take evening primrose, magnesium, or chamomile tea. And so I just like to kind of pay attention to my body and see what I'm lacking or what I'm needing more so. And I think what you said is a really good start. B6 is a good one, 200 milligrams a day, both for men and women. Finding out, consulting with someone, a professional, that'll help you, get to the root of what's going on. Are you lacking energy? Are you lacking sleep? Are you feeling irritable? And then we can, work with the foods, look at your lab work, and then, we could help come up with an idea together on what would be the best suggestion for just starting out with the supplement world, right?
Exactly. By you consulting your doctor for blood work is huge for us because we can recommend things for you, but your doctor really needs to be aware first of what you're wanting to do. So that way, if you know that your blood work shows that you are low in an area that you need a supplement, then we can guide you towards that. But the main four that you can start with aren't going to harm you at all. Mm-mm. So just go from there.
Yeah, exactly. Because, a surgeon is going to want to perform surgery in most cases. And therefore, a doctor, if you've got symptoms and you're complaining about them or not sure how to handle them, he's probably going to help you out with those symptoms. And so, just coming from a different aspect, looking at your primary foods, your sleep, career, exercise, relationships, and seeing what that's doing to your body and what kind of effect it's having on you. This is where, again, health coaches or naturopaths or homeopaths are going to help you more with, finding, foods and vitamins and deficiencies and stuff like that. So I'm sure we always recommend, hey, ask your doctor how he feels about you taking some magnesium. Go ahead and get on that. And I haven't had any problems. The doctors are always very happy to approve their patients of getting on the vitamins that the patient or the client and I, come up together that they're needing.
That's good.
Yeah, I love the communication. That way, the doctors can see that the client's improving or the patient's improving, and then the doctor can see that maybe time to adjust their medications or reduce them because of the lifestyle changes that clients have been making with their health coach.
Exactly. And it's good for us to know feedback from your doctor too.
Absolutely. Another one on the B vitamins is the B3, which is niacin. Just a Google search, turkey, peanuts, mushrooms, chicken, tuna, green peas, grass-fed beef. That's a very good source for your niacin. But believe it or not, studies have shown huge, huge benefits with niacin on arthritis and cholesterol. Up to a 30% decrease on bad cholesterol and then also increasing good cholesterol. So interesting. So, once the GM foods started really taking over and the vitamin deficiencies became elevated, and then vitamins kind of gotten forgot about, and then we're focusing on food to get the vitamins, but then it depends on the quality of food. And so it became kind of hairy, but huge results. With skin, psoriasis, I know from experience, niacin and a mixture of biotin has been a huge help with skin issues. And arthritis, cholesterol, who would have thought?
Wow.
I know.
I know you're saying good quality foods. that's one area that I really like to do is the grocery store tours at the beginning with the client, just for that connection with them and why they're choosing what they're choosing, and then give you suggestions on switching over to something better. So a lot of times people grab meat, but it's not organic, or it's not grass fed, or it's not the way that, we as health coaches view it to be.
Right.
So it's really important, in that grocery store tour, to make that connection with the client and have them realize the connection they have with their food. So that's just an area that's a lot of fun to do, is the grocery store tour.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think we offer a pantry makeover or a grocery tour, but it's so helpful. I mean, and just learning how it's so easy to be bombarded in the grocery store, or to, make decisions so quick, and you're just piling it in the cart, you're leaving with who knows what at the cash register, and then you get home and it's like, well, what do I do with all of this? I guess I have to eat it because I just bought it. And it's really nice to know why we're doing what we're doing and why we're buying what we're buying.
Exactly. When you make that connection and you pay attention to what your body's telling you after you choose the better options, it's amazing. You're going to feel great.
And then just having the confidence in the decisions that you're making, that helps you sleep better at night, I think.
Exactly, right? I agree.
While we're talking about vitamins, I just feel strongly about two other subjects. And so this isn't a vitamin, but this is something to take into consideration about what could deplete your vitamins. Soda. The phosphoric acid that's in soda eats the calcium off of your bones. So if you're taking these supplements and you're drinking soda, you're still, going to be lacking in the vitamin D, being at risk for osteoporosis and all those sorts of things. And so I anytime I think of soda, I just think of it as like something that like is going to deteriorate the body. So something to keep in mind, guys.
Pretty powerful when you really think about that one.
Yeah. And then the other one is like soybean, especially genetically modified. It's got the highest levels of phytic acid in it, and that causes problems with your mineral absorption. So, for example, if you get, a low quality milk that's from fed-lot cows, grain-fed, soy-fed, genetically modified, fed with antibiotics and all this stuff, not organic, obviously. There's going to be very, very high levels of soy in there. And so on milk, you always see calcium and vitamin D added. Well, you're still not getting it. You're not getting it from the milk, and you're not getting it from the added supplement because of the high levels of phytic acid from the soy, decreasing your mineral absorption.
Some strong information here, folks.
It's so important. There's so much, but and then you want to get good quality vitamins. There's certain ones that will say no corn, no soy, no dairy, and then there's other ones that the first ingredient is soybean oil. So be careful when you're, again, we're going to focus on label reading because, it's no one's fault. It's not the listener's fault. It's tough out there with everything that's produced. I mean, you go to the toothbrush aisle and there's like 200 toothbrushes to choose from. It's still a difficult decision.
Exactly right.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, just try to be careful on the quality of vitamins because we don't want anyone to be wasting money. And if you are going to get into the world of supplements or you're trying to refine what works for you, we just want you to, either go to a health food store and ask for guidance, or email us and ask us your questions, or do your own research.
Exactly.
Now, what do you recommend does your husband take vitamins?
He does. He takes a fish oil. He takes, zinc. I think there's like 3 or 4 that he actually takes. And then probiotic.
Zinc's great. The number one intellectual vitamin.
So I have, I'm an adult, but I have issues swallowing pills. So I like the vitamin D3 for the quick, easy under the tongue. like a little kid, but it works.
I take
And
it.
so my husband makes fun of me. You can't swallow pills. I'm like, no, I can't. But um, you know, liquid forms. There's the dissolvable kind. I mean, there's different options you can use. Just ask at the pharmacy, and they can direct you if you have issues like me.
Well, it's not just that. I think it's very important to incorporate your powders and your smoothie shake soups, to incorporate your sublinguals under the tongue, or your lipospirics, which I think are usually in liquid form, similar to the sublingual. I even inhaling it. I mean, there's certain essential oils and things like that that you can breathe in to help with your ailment, and it's important because your digestive system does so much work, and that's why when we get older, one of the first things to go is our digestive system. So your body knows how to make imitation enzymes to break down food and supplements and everything that you consume. So when we're not eating our raw foods, we're not chewing our food slowly, if we're drinking a lot of water with our meals before, during, and after, all of these go against your natural enzymes working at play. And so I love the sublinguals right under the tongue because they're not going through my digestive system. They're not, it's not, my body's not having to overwork itself to break down all these capsules and vitamins and process them. So I love that. And like you said, the liquid form with the omega or the fish oil, you just, take it by the teaspoon and your body doesn't have to work so hard. So this way, we're not being flooded by the imitation enzymes, making our body work really hard. And I think having a variety is important.
I agree.
Kind of like moderation, right? We always say.
Right. So, for someone like me, um, I've never been a fish eater. I can't get over the smell of it. So I experienced fish, was probably the wrong fish to eat. Felt very sluggish the next day, waterlogged. So my question is, for someone that myself hasn't taken a fish oil supplement, what am I going to get out of that as far as taste and with the reaction I had to eating the fish? Am I going to get the same thing with the fish oil?
Well, they do have them either with a lemon flavor or unflavored. I am not a fan of taking the fish oil in liquid form unless you take it real quick and then down it with something. But I think you could, and a lot of people don't like the burp effect, so you can get certain ones that minimize that. I just would say that I would recommend, if you're trying to take other varieties like liquid or the sublingual, I would stick with the capsule form on the omega-3 if you've got a hard time with fish, and then I would use liquid vitamin C or sublingual B12 biotin. That way, you're still getting the variety, but you're not, going so concentrated with something that you really dislike. That way, it's a pleasant experience in the end. Does that help?
It does, because I was telling my husband, I'm thinking about taking fish oil, and he's like, Oro. Are you sure about that?
Oh, I mean, the wild fish oil, it's like a black and white label. There's zero. I mean, it's a capsule, but I don't notice any fishiness from it at all. So it's pretty hidden.
I'll think about that a little bit longer.
Now, what about your kids? Are they taking vitamins? Because I know your boys, you got two, and they're a little older now. They're young men.
They were really good when they were younger, taking a multivitamin, and then they got tired of taking it. So now it's like you put the probiotic and everything, and the turmeric. So they are getting that. My youngest, however, had a week's worth of not feeling good and having these just terrible pain in the stomach, running to the bathroom, because he found out he's got, probably going to say this wrong, gastroesophageal disease. So it's a really bad case of acid reflux. So he gets it's very painful for him. So I started him on a probiotic, and it's Floragen 3. into a capsule, but I break it apart and put it in my pudding for him. So we started him on that. He's on a 2-month supply of Zantac right now, 150, with hopes of getting him off of that and just going by food changes because
Cool.
we're seeing good results with the food as well. So he's mad at me right now, but he does feel better. So I think over time he'll get over it. I hope, right?
I'm
But
glad
no,
he's
the
feeling
probiotic,
better.
and they like their yogurt, so they are getting some good stuff. And here at home, I really watch what they're eating. Um, so we might have like the chips and the puddings and stuff, but it's very sparingly throughout the
Right.
week. Their favorite drink, very sparingly, like make it last a week. But overall, I mean, they're doing pretty good. They don't complain about the turmeric being in anything. The probiotic, they're just getting used to that. So
Good job, Mom.
thanks.
You're doing great. I'm so glad he's feeling better.
Me too. That was pretty scary.
Ugh. I know you're big on kombucha. Do your sons like it?
No, they think it stinks.
It
My husband
does.
tried it, and he said it's nasty. It tastes like vinegar to him.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm the only brave one. But you have to acquire that taste. No, my kids don't like it, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's the smell keeps them away.
Yeah, my 3-year-old loves it, but the other two are like, no, that's okay. It's all you, Mom.
Exactly. But as they get older, and just keep introducing new things to them, I think they'll probably like it. But for now, they're not big on it. I do take probiotic. It's the Good Belly in the morning.
Yeah.
I could probably get them to drink that just because it's got that sweeter taste to it. But they're just real picky. If it's healthy, they don't want it. If you sneak it in and it's healthy, they can't really argue about it. So
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Like maybe if you get them like a smoothie, you could put some of the Good Belly in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
As far as the kids' vitamins go, I want to share. I use Nature Plus Animal Parade Magnesium Kids. I really like that in the evenings. My kids are like, Mom, can I have my morning vitamins? Mom, can I have my after school vitamins? Because I'm like, I'm not giving you the magnesium in the morning, but after school, after being stimulated all day, like, yeah. I mean, I don't do it every day, but I do think it's helpful, especially when they get the growing pains in their legs and all that sort of thing.
That's a good idea.
And then I really like, it's called Smarty Pants, and it's a really cool kids vitamin. The quality is good, so it's not like going to Walmart and buying Flintstones or gummy bears. I really like the quality, and the Smarty Pants has the B12, the fish oil, the DHA, EPA, multivitamin, and you can get them with vitamin D in there too. So, and then, like I said, I like giving the kids the vitamin D Frunutta 200 IU because it's just so big with mood and energy and immunity, and it's just important. And so I love them.
Good.
Yeah. So we are a week away from Christmas.
Wow.
Maybe,
Came out of nowhere.
maybe some good Christmas present ideas would be vitamins.
Exactly. Stocking stuffers. There you go.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I can't believe Christmas is already here. It's out of the blue. I'm like, doesn't even feel like it should be Christmas.
I know.
There's no snow on the ground yet. It's 50 something degrees out there today. It's like fall all over again, which I'll take that. But it just doesn't feel like Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Are you like ready, or are you trying to like force yourself to like, bring down the air conditioner, bundle up, get some hot cocoa, put some Christmas movies on?
I'll be there probably by Thursday, Friday. Right now I'm not done shopping, so I gotta go play Santa some more. So, but after that, time to relax and just cuddle up with the blankets.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're taking a good regimen and good quality and you're sharing it in the house. And I'm so glad. I hope that, our listeners enjoyed anything that they learned from us today.
Exactly. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook because we're on there now, Awaken Health Pod. So you can, email us there, or if you want to reach out to us, I'm Greenleaf Wellness, and Shanna is Inspire Wellness for you.
Absolutely. And on our Awaken Health Pod Facebook page, we have a contact me now or click here button, and it goes straight to our email, coaches@Awaken Health Pod. And you can share your feedback from the podcast, ask any questions, or if there's any topics you'd really like to hear about, please feel free to share with us, and we'll try to get to all of you. And I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
Well,
and a Happy New Year.
Yes. We'll be on a couple times before then. I know everyone will be busy, but if you can't listen to them live or as they're posted, then maybe after the new year, try to tune in.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody, have a great day. Jen, have a wonderful week.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.